Hello everyone, I'm Nick. Welcome to Hogwarts. Let's continue our Hogwarts mystery. We are about to continue with this time-limited side quest, Patronus. Practice makes perfect. So first, let's wake up Hockey. Hello, Hockey. Yeah, study the Patronus charm in the library. Go. Library. Study the Patronus charm. Madam Paynes gave me an hour-long lecture about not folding corners of library books pages. Yeah, fold your own books. I went to the kitchens to sneak some chocolate, but Madame Pomfrey had taken it all. Shush! Okay, you always shush me. Remind me why we're in the library again? Our professors always have us study the effects and history of new spells in class before we try to cast them, right? Right. So in theory, studying the Patronus charm should help you familiarize yourself with the spell. Sounds logical. I suppose it can't hurt. Great, then let's grab a book and... Miss Tonks, you're right on time. For what? I was just about to use the scoring charm on the bubble gum you left underneath the study tables earlier. How do you know it was her? Would you care to join me? Do I have a choice? Not at all. Sorry, it looks like you two are going to have to study without me. I'll meet up with you when I'm done. Try not to kill each other until I get back. I'd hate to miss out on the spectacle. Don't just sit there staring at me. You heard her. Let's start studying the Patronus charm. Sharing a book together with Marula? This would be fun. Study the Patronus charm. Start. Professor Spangle theorized Patronuses are form of hidden something. Huh. A Patronus is a secret self that manifests in the face of inhuman evil. Okay. Only exceptional witches and wizards can produce a Patronus. I'd be worried if I were you. Why? The Patronus is the awakened secret self that lies dormant until needed. You need to concentrate on a happy memory to cast the Patronus charm. Think happy thoughts. What makes someone worthy to cast a Patronus? Apparently, some wizards need a psychic shock to produce a Patronus. Do I need one? Marula looks uncomfortable reading about Regician's failed Patronus. Who's that? What? On hidden necessary traits. Ah. So it's harder to produce a Patronus in emotionally trying times. Only exceptional witches. There's a theory only a pure heart can produce a Patronus. Success! Collect! I think we've studied about all we can on our own. I'm going to go and see if Tonks is almost done. Wait, Nick. You seem to be in an awful rush to learn the Patronus charm. What's going on? This has to do with the Dementor you mentioned, doesn't it? I suppose you're bound to find out eventually. A Dementor has come onto Hogwarts grounds. The whole reason why I'm learning the Patronus charm is so Tonks and I can face it together. What? But that's impossible. The mentors are supposed to be in... Yeah, supposed to be in Azkaban, I know. But once here, and Penny's already got hurt because of it. We need to stop it quickly before anyone else is attacked. A Dementor wouldn't just wander into Hogwarts. How could it have got here? Yeah, I questioned that myself. I don't know. Someone brought it here. That's the most possible logical explanation. The truth is, someone purposefully had the Dementor brought here. I found a note in the artifact room about unleashing it on Hogwarts as a part of some sort of test. We think it was instructions to whoever actually released the Dementor. Possibly, or it could have been instructions for you. What? What? Think about it. Of all the places in Hogwarts, someone just happened to leave a conspicuous letter in a place you frequently visit. But why me? Honestly, Cowdog, it's your letter. You can't expect me to have all the answers. Yeah, you got a point, Marula. You know, Marula, you seem awfully interested in learning the Patronus charm yourself. Why is that? If you must know, I've been interested in the Patronus charm for a while now. So when I finally found someone who could teach me, I wasn't going to let the opportunity get away. Honestly, what's taking Tonks so long? I could have taught myself the Patronus charm by now. Let's wait for her in the Great Hall. I'm sure she'll be teaching us the next Patronus lesson in no time. Yeah, where are you, Tonks? Study the Patronus charm. Done. Prepare for the Patronus. If you don't hurry to the Great Hall, you'll miss the most important part of Patronus prep. Prepare for the Patronus. Great Hall, go. Great Hall. Prepare for the Patronus. Ah, Ismelda. Mom calls my dad's mom a Dementor because she sucks out the happiness from the room. Huh. Poor Ismelda. So I know where your traits came from. Rumor has it that Penny fainted after smelling Ismelda's unwashed robes. What? That's sad. Madame Pomfrey wasn't content to let me out of the hospital wing until she'd stuffed me full of chocolate. How was come cleaning duty, Tonks? Let's just say, I'll think twice before chewing bubblegum in the library again. I'll still do it, but I'll definitely think twice about it first. As riveting as I'm sure your gum cleaning tales are, can we get back to learning the Patronus charm? I can't believe I'm saying this, but Marula's right. The Dementor could show up again at any moment, and we haven't even started casting a Patronus yet. Alright, Dick, I see what you mean. But there's still one more thing you have to do before you can cast a Patronus. You must come up with a happy memory. After all, the Patronus incantation will only work if you focus on a happy memory while casting. Any happy memory? Well, no. It has to be a significant, extremely happy memory. The happiest memory you can think of. When a Dementor feeds on a person's happiness, it leaves nothing but sadness and despair behind. But your Patronus, born from that memory, acts as a shield of positive energy, driving the Dementor away. Needless to say, having a happy enough memory in mind is crucial to casting the Patronus charm. How will we know if our memory is powerful enough? Let's brainstorm happy memory ideas with Tongs. She should be able to give us some feedback on that. Yeah, what kind of happy memory? Brainstorm ideas. Start. What happy memories do I think of? That's a secret. Should it be a memory with my brother? Do you feel happy with your brother? What? I'm not stuck. I just have so many happy memories that it's hard to pick. Huh, I doubt that. With your mother, right? That's one happy memories. Unfortunately, thinking about eating chocolate won't work. Trust me, I've tried. Getting my Hogwarts letter was definitely a highlight of my life so far. What do you mean your happy memory is seeing me get hit with my broom? What works for one person won't necessarily work for another. What about the time I broke the curse on my first curse fault? I don't think that's happiness. More like a relief. I wonder what Merula has in mind. Success! Collect! Now that you've had a chance to think about your options, what happy memory are you going to think of when you cast the Patronus charm, Nick? Entering the first curse vault. Getting my Hogwarts letter. My brother teaching me magic. Oh. Entering my first curse vault? No. Getting my Hogwarts letter. I'm going to think of the day I got accepted into Hogwarts. I was so happy to finally get the opportunity to study magic and search for my brother. I think receiving a Hogwarts acceptance letter is a pretty universally beloved memory. That should work. Really, Cowdog? You couldn't think of something more original? If you think my happy memory is so pathetic, Merula, let's hear yours. Nice try, Cowdog. But unlike you, I know to keep my thoughts private. Now you're finally ready to casting the Patronus charm. Meet me at the training grounds. It's time to start training in earnest. Prepare for the Patronus. Done. Practice the Patronus charm. Hurry to the training grounds. It's time to finally practice casting the Patronus charm. Alright, Tonks. Practice the Patronus charm. Training grounds. Go. Training grounds. Practice the Patronus charm. With a training dummy? Well, it's taken lots of studying and sharing. But I think you're finally ready to practice the Patronus charm. Thank goodness! I haven't heard of any new Dementor attacks, but I doubt our luck will hold out much longer. There's just one last thing to go over before we begin. That's what you said last time. As I'm sure you've picked up in your studies, there are corporeal and incorporeal patronuses. Incorporeal patronuses are easier to produce, but aren't as effective against the mentors and are shapeless. Whereas corporeal patronus are more powerful and take the form of an animal that represents your true self. Though I have heard of Patronus changing form after falling in love, but that'll never happen to me. I can't imagine my Patronus being anything but a jackrabbit. Anyway, I was wondering, if you two manage to produce a corporeal Patronus, what animal do you hope it will be? I thought you weren't able to pick what your Patronus will be. That's right, it's impossible to know what form it'll take until you conjure it. I know, but if you two manage to produce a corporeal Patronus, what animal form would you like it to take? An equine. What is that? A big cat. Ooh, that would be nice. A rabbit. Oh no. A big cat. How big is this cat? Yeah, I want this. I suppose I'd like it to be some sort of big cat, like a tiger, cheetah, or leopard. It does seem apt that something as ferocious as a big cat could fend off the mentors. In my opinion, a scaredy cat would be much more apt. What about you, Marula? What kind of Patronus do you want? I don't care what form it takes. I'll be happy as long as I'm able to produce one at all. That's practical. Personally, I could picture you with... snake? Not that I'm not having fun predicting Patronuses, but shouldn't we start actually practicing? Sorry, Nick, I got distracted. But you're right, we do have a lot to go over, so let's get started. Let's conjure a Patronus. Practice the Patronus. Start. Focus on your happy memory and nothing else. Marula looks really nervous. It's hard to focus on my memory when my mind keeps picturing that Dementor. Even more so when you're in the face of Dementors. Remember, a Patronus is pure, magical concentration of happiness and hope. How can anyone be expected to conjure a Patronus with you gawking like that? I wonder how long Tongs practiced before she was able to produce her Patronus. Imagine your positive energy taking shape. Is Marula worried she won't be able to produce a Patronus? Maybe. Try drawing circles with your wand. That will help. Marula looks really nervous. Why is that, Marula? Success! Collect! I've taught you everything I can about the Patronus charm. It's time to see if any of it has stuck. Marula, would you like to try casting it first? Come on, Marula, don't tell me you're so afraid of failing that you're not even going to try. I'm not afraid of failing. Then try. Expecto Patronum. Nothing happened. Alright. It didn't work. Don't get too discouraged, Marula. Remember, the Patronus charm is a ridiculously advanced spell. Any witch or wizard would have trouble learning it this quickly. Your turn, Nick. Give it a try. Ooh. Expecto Patronum. Huh, that didn't go as well as I had hoped. Perhaps not, but it's still a great start for your first try. Thanks, Tongs, but a great start isn't going to fend off the Dementor attacking Hogwarts. Do you want to try practicing again? Actually, I was thinking we could ask Professor McGonagall for help. Considering she's the one who saved Penny from the Dementor, she must know the Patronus charm. Of course. Why not? With any luck, she might help us figure out what we're doing wrong. But didn't Dumbledore and the other professors tell you to let them handle the Dementor? Won't McGonagall get suspicious that you're up to something if you ask for help with the Patronus charm? I'll handle that, just follow my lead. Your happy memory is not strong enough. Practice the Patronus charm, done. Consult with McGonagall. I have time to help you with a spell if you come to the Transfiguration classroom quickly. Alright, I'm coming, Professor. Consult with McGonagall. Transfiguration classroom, go. Transfiguration classroom. Consult with McGonagall. Thank you for agreeing to meet us, Professor McGonagall. You mentioned you need my help with a spell. Yes, Professor. The Patronus charm. I've been teaching it to them, but they're having trouble producing an actual Patronus. Since we heard you're able to conjure a Patronus, we thought you might be able to give us a few tips. And why? Pray tell, is it so important that you to learn a spell so far beyond your level? To get ahead in our studies. To prepare for another wizarding war. What? No. To test ourselves. Yeah, that sounds good. Marula and I both challenge ourselves to learn the Patronus charm as a way of testing our abilities. After all, it's such an advanced spell that most aren't able to produce a Patronus at all. It's the perfect test of our skills. I see. So you're learning the Patronus charm to test your strength? That's right. Is this true, Miss Knight? It's true. Learning the Patronus charm will prove I'm the best witch at Hogwarts. I assume you coming to me with this very specific, out of the blue request so soon after our talk in our Dumbledore's office is just a coincidence then, Mr. Cowdock? Yes, Professor. Coincidence. Very well. I'll teach you about the difficulties many face when casting a Patronus, but that is all. Teach us. Listen to McGonagall. Start. However, it's normal to be unable to produce a Patronus at all. How normal? Well, fear is certainly not my problem. I'm not afraid of anything. Are you? So if I can't stay focused, I might not be able to conjure a Patronus. Remember, you must focus exclusively on your happy memory. And it has to be a strong one. I told them you have to be in the right mental state to cast a Patronus. Some theories, self-confidence is required to cast a Patronus. Fear makes it difficult to achieve the kind of focus required to cast Patronus. Understood. Success! Collect! So, allowing your focus to waver from your happy memory can make you unable to produce a Patronus?
Oh.
Indeed, and that is partially why casting a Patronus is so difficult. To cast a Patronus, it's not enough to merely think about a happy memory. You must focus exclusively on it with all your might. Allowing even the smallest distraction to cloud your thoughts can make conjuring a Patronus nearly impossible. Impossible? Of course, most witches and wizards are simply unable to conjure a Patronus at all. Despite what you might think, that's perfectly normal and nothing to be ashamed of. Does that help? It does, Professor McGonagall. Thank you. Nick, Marula, let's regroup in the Great Hall. I think I know what might help you finally conjure a Patronus. Unleash your Patronus, Part 3 complete. Collect. Unleash your Patronus, Part 4. It's finally time to cast your Patronus. But when you and Marula come face to face with the Dementor, will you be able to put your fears aside and unleash your Patronus? Start. Consult with McGonagall. Done. Confront your fears. I've come up with a great way to help you conjure a Patronus. Come to the Great Hall and I'll tell you. Alright, I'm gonna do this part 4 on the next episode. Yeah, great expecto actions. Actions. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna conclude this episode here after completing this part 3 of Patronus side questing. Thank you everyone for watching. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and see you guys on the next Hogwarts mystery.